Good evening, everybody. It's Duke or Dukart. This is take two. Apparently, my video never got posted up. Not posted, but it didn't record the right way. My computer glitched out. So, module two, week two, whatever you want to call it. There's four questions. We were asked to pick two. Um, First one, I picked number one, discussing the importance of workplace and professional communication. Um, is talking, have you seen written communication succeed and fail in your own professional life? I've seen both, being in the military. The success one that comes over right away is talking about, well, I'm going to talk about the manning issue that we had. We're authorized so many people. We were down to like 33%. We were basically 18 people doing the work of 48-ish. So we wrote a proposal slideshow basically to the installation commander, basically saying, "Hey, we got an issue. We need a fix, and the only way to fix it, I think, is to get an incentive out. So basically, a local bonus to incentivize." I don't think that's a word to get people the incentive to come and enlist and be within our organization. We had a really bad attrition rate on the last deployment. Everybody just kind of went about their own way and decided to do other things with their career outside of the military. So we wrote the proposal. We knew who we were talking to was the commander. We were thinking of questions upon questions that he may ask, and we were answering them right there on the spot, saying, "Hey, we got this problem. Here's why." And we just listed them all. We gave them even data, percentages, kind of a graph of what our manning document looked like, so on and so forth. So that was kind of our success. We are back at 64% ish in comparison to what we were beforehand. So we're slowly getting people in. Um, so yeah, as far as failing, I've seen it left and right. You know, people would just sending emails and they were making it way too personalized. And it was just a mumbo jumbo mess. There was no flow to it, there was no structure. So, um, and where their point never got across, led to a lot of conversations outside of that. So, uh, and then the second question would be identify at least two written communications common within your field or the field that you hope to get into. So I'll address both sides. So the biggest thing, and I mentioned this before, on the first question is talking about slideshows. There's death by PowerPoint is quite the common theme within the military. We like to use a lot of things. Um, the book talks about proposals. I think it's uh, page 219 talks about proposals, projects, strategic planning. We do a lot of that where there's a lot of interagencies coordinations to make an exercise happen or some type of big project. The other piece is email. I deal with emails quite a bit. I'm middle management, so I deal with a lot of other agencies to, hey, make sure these guys who are on their field are getting fed. These other guys who are doing coming in from out of state, they have some place to lodge. Hey, the fitness center has got some event going on. So there's a lot of email traffic that goes around in the military for things like that. So knowing your audience is key. Planning beforehand, drafting something up beforehand, and having others read it, especially if it's going for a much higher level. You want to make sure that you don't have any grammatical errors, typos, things like that. That's really gonna distract the reader from the message because that stuff can be very distracting and take away from the message you're trying to convey to them. So when the field I'm trying to get into, um, we'll be eventually going back into a gym setting where I'm training people or I have clients coming in or potential clients coming in, and just being able to build that rapport, through emails, slideshows, maybe pamphlets and like for the marketing piece, um, business cards, so on and so forth. So that's all I got, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.